All right. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it is a little after the top of the hour, but we are here, guys. We just wanted to get everything set up because we have people chiming in from all over. Guess what? We have some exciting things to share, guys. Some people are in business with us, some people are not. But whether you are or not, guys, guess what? We are on a run for 40 days and 40 nights. See, everybody can't do it, everybody's not able. But we are, and we are excited about that. Aren't we excited, Miss Brenda, Miss Tracy? I see you, Daniela, Pastor Simeon. Listen, there are some people. Wait, I want to make sure that I see all of our comments coming through, guys. You should see us live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. We're all out there. And I'm making sure I edit the privacy because I want it to be seen public. This is not just for us, but it's for anybody who feels like we feel. Like you need some consistency in multiple areas, some area of your life, right? Yes. And we're just excited. When I say excited, we are super excited to know that today is just day one of 40 days and 40 nights. Y'all, when you just think of the concept 40 days and 40 nights, what's the first thing that comes to mind? I'm not even talking about business. It might be something other than business. What's the first thing that pops up in your mind, Miss Brenda, when you think about 40 days and 40 nights?
Biblical blessings.
Period. Pastor Simeon, I know you would agree. There's a biblical message, meaning behind that, you all. And anything you do, and this is what I love about the company that we're a part of. See, some people think like they don't really know what to think. They just wonder, why are they so committed? But see, it's easy to be committed and be a part of something that has the same belief as you, and they're driving just towards success for themselves, for their families, and to be in partnership with so many like-minded individuals. Yes, God-fearing individuals. We dare to say it. This is our business. We're not working for somebody else. This is our business. So we can say that it's a season of sacrifice. It's a season of separation, and everybody cannot go with you. Daniela, Tracy, everybody cannot go with you. So the same people we kick it with might be the same people we spend money with. You will find out quickly that they're not the same people that you're going to make money with. Y'all know it's the difference between making money and spending.
Yes.
Come on, Daniela, talk about that. Talk about that.
You get it so fast and you spend it. Like you get it slowly. Like today, like I said I wasn't gonna be playing my game on this morning. And I'm like, what I wake up to? A free amount to play your game? I'm like, no way. I said, no, I gotta stay focused. I got this I got the morning call, then I got the IV, then I got the presentation. I gotta stay focused. I can't. I said that was that test in the morning. I said, it's gonna get you anyway. If a friend can't get you, a classmate, or I need you to do this job. Nope. Because I gotta just stay dedicated to what I need in my life instead of pouring into somebody else's. So yeah, it felt good to kick off the first day.
Good. Miss Brenda, you had a happy clap just now. Why? Tell us why. Talk to us about what that happy clap was.
Super happy because as a young person, a gadget person, a person that then the same woman is looking for freedom, not free. She found free this morning and sacrificed free to get freedom tomorrow.
That's it. That's it. Tracy, you've been a little under the weather lately, and you're a retired educator. Talk about the difference now between the difference from when you were an educator and if you would have had to be home sick for multiple days. Talk about that.
Coach, I'm gonna tell you, as a teacher, prior to COVID, when we were sick, we pushed through and went anyway because it was more work to prepare someone else to be there in your stead than it was to the, because I know how my classroom runs. I know what I'm teaching the kids. I know the curriculum. I knew all of that. So I didn't have to do the prep work other than what I needed to do to teach. But when you're out, it's a second job. On top of not feeling well, you've got to lay out things for some stranger to come into your classroom and be there in your stead.
Yep.
And so I would have gone anyway. And I'm thankful because even though I wasn't feeling well, I was still working. I was booking trips. I I got one trip, finalized from my bed.
That's it.
I
From the
wasn't
bed.
I wasn't camera ready. I wasn't, face to face ready for anybody, but I was still booking trips.
Listen.
And when I felt like I needed to take a nap, I was able to do that, get back up, finish doing what I was doing, and I was thankful for that.
Good.
And when I was teaching, that wasn't an option.
No, it's never. That's not, y'all. That it's different options when you have to work, right, Wendy? Wendy, where are you? Where are you right now? What city?
I'm in Atlanta in my mom's bedroom.
What I'm talking about. Hey, mama, listen, y'all. Somebody out there wishes that they could still be working from their mother's bedroom. Right? I remember the days I had to work from my mama's bedroom, Wendy. And Planette still kept taking care of, while I was caring for mama, Planette was still caring for me, still making sure those checks deposited. Y'all, that's why we are here to talk about these next 40 days and 40 nights. Some people go on a fast for a certain number of days. They may not eat, they may not drink, they may not watch television, they may not go out, whatever it is that you find that you do all the time. Sometimes people fast from that. Some people fast from social media for 40 days and 40 nights. The thing is, being able to do anything for that long, you sacrificing something. Something. It's like people who are married for 40 years. I'm like, that's wonderful. I pray to get there, y'all. I pray, because when anything worth having, you gonna work for it. It's not gonna come easy. You're gonna work for it. And that's what this 40 days, 40 nights is about to be. Listen, I want y'all to put in your notes, it's a season of sacrifice. No, this season of sacrifice will lead to my season of significance. Oh! I got that in Atlanta. When we were in Atlanta, Pastor Simeon, I see you writing it down, sir. My season of sacrifice will lead to my season of significance. Hey, Serena, Denise, Joy, and Terry, I see y'all out there on Facebook. If you comment, we can see it right here in the screen. So y'all make sure you comment. We want to see what you're talking about. We want you to talk to us. This season of sacrifice, we're going to have to sacrifice something. Something. Now, I know many, go ahead, Miss Brenda. Go ahead. Wait, you're on mute. Let me unmute you, Miss Brenda. We want the people to hear you. Go ahead. Oh, you chose to mute yourself, so you have to unmute. Hey, Sharonica, director, good to see you. Go ahead and unmute Miss. Somebody help Miss Brenda unmute over there in the house. Come on.
The top of her microphone.
Go to the you should have 3 dots in the upper right hand corner of your screen, of your box here in the studio. While Miss Brenda is coming, you all, we've been talking about not, there are some people who believe you're going to sacrifice sleep. You're going to sacrifice rest. But there are some of us who don't believe that we have to sacrifice, because I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep at night. But I fall asleep. I literally do fall asleep. Like, I'm working up until it's time for me to literally go to bed. But when I wake up, I get up. And that's what y'all got to do. When you wake up, get up. Come on, Miss Brenda. I see you now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your patience.
Yes.
What I was reeling within myself is talking about the current season of sacrifice. It's going to yield so much more than the prior season of sacrifice when we were sacrificing our families, sacrificing ourselves in a life of lack, sacrificing for other people's dreams. Those sacrifices yielded nothing but, in some cases, disrespect, in many cases, not being paid your value, and in every case, left you with a job, just over broke.
Come on. Come on. You know, and you see how you all, Miss Brenda says it with so much conviction. Let me tell you why. I know that many of my colleagues in this, I guess we're colleagues, many of my partners in this industry, whether they're in my organization or not, would agree with this. We have large teams of people who are in business. But how many of you know sometimes just because your business is active doesn't mean you are?
Yeah.
And so there are so many people who are watching from the sidelines because they're afraid to make a sacrifice. Do you know how like scary that is to me, that there are actually people out here who are afraid to make a sacrifice? But you have gone places for 40 years. 40. Come on, Sharonica. I know I'm preaching. Sharonica, I need to invite you. Let me see if I can put this. Let me see. Go ahead. Go ahead and see if you can get on my live. Come on in the studio. I should have the. Let me know if you can see it in the chat here. Let me see if I can put it right. I wish I could.
While you doing that, may I say something?
Please.
You know, when I was working before I retired, and I was working 2 jobs this time of year. Now, I forgot to mention that there were times when I would be sick, leaving one job, going to the second job. And one of the things I'm so thankful for with this business is that even though I was under the weather, when the weather is cold outside, we got all that snow, I did not have to leave the comfort of my home.
That's it.
And go work for another job.
That's it.
I couldn't, you can't call in all the time, especially when you work in a second job, because usually that's not your main job. That's a extra job. And somebody is thinking, well, you already part-time, what you calling in for? And so I'm so thankful. This is a brand new season for me. I've already done the season of sacrifice. Now I'm ready for my harvest.
Somebody talk about the harvest. I was inviting a couple of our sideline directors who have been very, very supportive and very instrumental in the things that we're trying to get done. And so I'm inviting them just in case they can come on and chat with us in the studio. MP, I see you out there. I just sent you the link. If you and Sharonica, if you can get on, come on and join us. Listen, that's what it is. Oh, you're in a loud environment. Okay, Sharonica, well, keep on. Just stay where you are. Then when you get quiet somewhere, come on here. Listen, I had to leave the house today to go and handle some things that I do in the mornings, like a contractual obligation that I have. And I was so mad being out in that cold. I was like, I said, I cannot wait. If you all can see my feet crossed underneath my desk, just as comfortable right now because it's so nice and toasty in here. I love that. And I am blessed to be able to do that at my age, at 47. I'm not at retirement age, but I'm able to be able to work from home and get things done, you all. And so what we're trying to do is just share with people, whether you're in business or not. This isn't even a business call yet. We're just trying to help you understand that if you can really commit to anything for 40 days and 40 nights, there's going to be a change. It can't, if you go work out every day for 40 days and 40 nights, don't you think you're going to lose something?
Yep.
If you're going for and really working out, if you stop drinking sodas, Denise, for 40 days, 40 nights, don't you know how happy your body is going to be, right? But I am on zeros now, just FYI. But 40 days is also a time of testing. It's a time of testing. You will be tested. And this is what I want to challenge all of you all on. Hey, Melissa, stop being so predictable. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Don't be the person. Oh, I see Wendy nodding. She understands what I'm saying. Stop being so predictable. Stop. Somebody right now is betting on you quitting before the 40 days are up. Somebody right now. She's not gonna be on here every day. She's not gonna go live on a regular. She's not gonna talk about her business on the regular. She's not gonna help a family this 40 days for. They just in it because they just like doing stuff, like being busy. Don't y'all, that's kind of annoying to me to see a busy person. Somebody just busy, but
Can
no
I say
result.
something about that?
Come on, say it, Tracy. Tracy, say it.
When I was working for corporate and when I was working in education, one of the most irritating things to me was unnecessary meetings.
Yes.
I
Yes.
do not, to me, busy does not equal productive.
That's it. That's it.
And just being busy to waste time, that's not my flavor. Not at all. Anybody that knows me, anybody that knows me, I would be sitting in don't tell nobody, I'd be sitting in a staff meeting, hearing womp, 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 womp. My mind, I was already on a tropical vacation because you could have sent that in an email. So I'm just saying, busy don't equal productive, and we busy doing something over here.
That's it.
Yes,
That's it.
yes.
And in order to get the change that you want to see, you are going to have to make the sacrifices. For us, is being up on our power hour at 6 a.m. That's what we do. That's what we do. A couple times I even overslept. Guess what? My team was still, by the time I got on there at 6:15, they were like, that's all right, coach. We've been here working. Because they already know there's a focus. There's a focus that they have. They already know what to do. And they know what they're going after. That's what you really, really gotta tell yourself. Stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. Get it done. That's literally while there are so many people who make so many goals at the beginning of January, and then you end up sitting in the same spot forever. That don't make you feel some kind of way. It's like I just don't like saying something and not being able to be the evidence of it. Right? I don't want to be. I got a big mouth. In case y'all didn't know, I got a big mouth. I have no problem talking, so I can't stand to be. I don't want to be the person who's just talking loud and saying nothing or making all these empty promises. What is that? How does that phrase go? The empty truck makes the loudest noise or something like that. Right. I don't want to be that person. And that's why we do what we do. Now, in order for us to get to the goals that we're setting out these 40 days and 40 nights, let me tell you what I did last night. I went to a step class, like step. I don't know if that's what it's called, step or step aerobics, where you got the little step thing and you stepping up on it and up, down, all of that. And I was tired as heck. I was tired, Wendy. My little chunky butt was tired. And I could have easily stopped. I could have stopped, but I didn't. Even when I had to take a break, I just was jogging in place. I said, oh, and the louder I got, the more tired I was. But I was okay with it because I said, I'm working on something because I'm going somewhere. Right, Mr. White? I'm going somewhere because I'm working on something. Write that down. I see you, Daniela. I'm going somewhere because I'm working on something. I'm working on something because I'm going somewhere. And you got to ask yourself, where are you trying to go by the end of these 40 days, 40 nights? Sometimes you're going to plan something, Dr. Joy, Director DFR, right? Director Sharonica, who may still be on the line. You're going to plan something and people won't show up. Are you going to cancel the next one? Or are you going to keep coming and just look for other people to invite? Am I preaching, Sharonica, director? I know I am. She said, come on, director, speak. That means she understands. It's not easy going after the goal of directorship, just like on your job. It's not easy becoming a principal. It's not easy being the executive director. It's not easy being the leader. But you're the leader for a reason. Your pay's supposed to look different, so your responsibilities look different too. I can't brag on getting 8 checks a month, but then I'm crying because not enough people showed up to the meeting. You know what Mr. Bradley said? The biggest mistake he made was thinking that everybody wanted to win for their families. Everybody doesn't want to win for the. Come on, MP. Let me bring her to the stage. Look at her shaking her head. Look at Director MP, 3-star director. Y'all give it up. She done joined us. Come on, MP. You came in shaking your head. Preach with me. Come on, honey.
Man, every time I see you on here, I know you talking about something. And y'all, she ain't just talking and saying nothing. She talking loud, saying something. And when I heard y'all talking about 40/40, how y'all doing? Everybody else on here on the panel. Oh, I love it. I love what you're saying, Tracy. You know what? We know biblical. We know we women of faith. We know that's all we had, and that's all we got is our faith. So we know what 40/40 mean. But over here, I'm so glad that 40/40 we used to do in church and all that and still do prepared us for this, right? Because we're going to be like, what's 40/40? There's some people on the team, I could ask her what 40/40 is. I said, I'm glad you asked. But 40/40, you're right. It is a time and a season. Just a season. We're not going 40/40 for the whole year. Even Jesus didn't do that. We go 40/40 for 40/40, right? And then we'll do it again when we do it again. And it is a season of separation. It is a season of sacrifice. It is a season of commitment. It is a season of hard work. It is a season of all out massive action with the intensity. It is. It's hard. It's hard what we do. But I heard you talking about busy. Man, I was so busy being broke. How you busy being broke? Tracy, how we busy being broke? It wasn't productive. I was broke on payday. Are you kidding me?
We were busy being broke, working 2-3 jobs. Working 2 or 3 jobs that was supposed to be for 2 or 3 other people.
That's what I'm talking about. And I'll tell you what, I'm no longer doing it. You know what? We started our morning this morning, our 40/40 this morning at 6 a.m. as you did on Zoom.
That's
And
right.
my four-star director, Fern Sapp, led the charge. And we got on Zoom, y'all, at 6 a.m. this morning. Better not be late. Better not have a camera on. Better not. Don't get on. We good. We'll see you next time.
That's right.
When I tell you there was almost 100 of us on there, and not only, and we only did 30 minutes, just 30 quick powwow minutes. And what we didn't do was spend all day talking and opening up and kicking off 40/40. But do you know what we did after 6:30? Because it was from 6 to 6:30, but we just got our DMOs and daily method of operation and just got in line and in position to get ready on your march, start. Then we went on our 6:30 a.m. prayer call as a team, as a unit, as a group. And there was over, do you know Planet Marketing's prayer call been going on since its inception? And can I tell y'all this morning, now we done did 40/40 a lot of times. This morning, Director Russell, was the largest ever on the prayer call at 6:30 a.m. this morning. Over 206 people. We've never been that strong. I'm in rotation as we do prayer, and we do it daily, Monday to Friday, because we pray for our businesses and our business partners and our families and our prospects.
Come on.
Because we don't know what we don't know and who he's sending to us. But we prayed it down this morning. We got a good start, and we did it as a team. So I just want to say this business is bigger than us. It's bigger than a trip. It's bigger than a sign up. It's bigger than $50. It's even bigger than the legacy. The Planet Pledge legacy. Come on, y'all. It's bigger than all that stuff. I sat yesterday at the meeting. Tuesday meeting. Mr. Bradley was there last night, director, and he poured into us like he know how. But when I tell y'all that this 40/40 is going to be different, so stop thinking it's going to be the same. And okay, they did that before, and stop it. It's going to be different. And guess what? We're going to change so that things change. And when I tell you we're going to separate ourselves this time and this run.
That's it. And didn't I just say that, y'all? This literally is a season of separation that's going to lead to our season of significance. I keep telling MP, I don't care that I'm not at a 6-star yet. I'm going to prop my butt right up on the front. If the front seat open, I'm going to be right there. Right there. Rachel Lauji said it at Success Summit. Be more 3, Be more 3. We get
Mm.
grown and forget what it was like to be a 3-year-old, honey. She said 3-year-olds are powerful. 3-year-olds are fearless.
Mm.
3-year-olds are assertive. 3-year-olds don't have a problem. If you get offended, they say what they have to say. They go on to the kitchen doing something else. And 3-year-olds will pull up a seat at your table without permission. So you see how I saw MP pop up on Facebook. Bam, blah, 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 send her that link. Come on to the table. Let's go. She was already there. If she didn't come in the studio, she could have just started putting comments in there. And guess what? We were going to respond to them. But that's also, y'all, Miss Brenda, Miss Tracy, Wendy, Daniela, Pastor Simeon, Wani, those of you who backstage, listen, you better develop the relationships with your sideline partners. It will make all the difference. All of it. Sometimes people are so territorial that they just want to, I'm only working with my people. I'm only working with my downline. This is not for everybody. But when your downline doesn't show up, you're going to need some sidelines to help pull you up. You're going to need some sidelines to keep pushing you. Am I right about it, Miss Brenda?
Yes,
Brenda,
ma'am.
stay attached to our group so tough, because me and you have the same sponsor. You can't help me, I can't help you financially, but you stay connected. Hey, Savannah, tell us why, Miss Brenda.
I'll stay where the spout of information and knowledge is coming out, because I need that to be able to share it with my partners.
That's right.
What I get, I give. What I don't get, I learn and give, wherever it comes from. MP, I appreciated seeing you so much in Phoenix, Arizona last month. I can't wait to see you in Philly next month.
I'll be there. I'll be in Philly on March 15th. I will be in, we changed our Pittsburgh Super Saturday meeting from March 15th to March 8th. You'll see it. So I will be there, and I gotta leave you girls because I gotta jump on another meeting. I just had to pop in real quick, but I want to leave you with this. I want to leave you with this. And I'm really speaking to the listeners right now, because we do this and we know this. But I want you to develop, whether you develop yourself in this business or not. If you don't get in, you don't get in, you out. But if you in and you want to get in and you inquiring and you peaked and you just want to know more, all I want you to focus on is developing yourself as an above average. Stop trying to be average. We're not average. Most of us, many of us are not average. Start developing yourself above the average intensity, because I'm telling you, when you go above and beyond and you separate yourself from the average, you're going to win. I love you girls, you ladies. I got to go.
Thank you, honey. Thank you for joining. If there's anybody else out there you want to come on in the studio, let me know. I'll send you the link. Did y'all hear her? Now, director Mary Ellen Polanitz is in Atlanta. Y'all heard that she was going to be here, there, and everywhere, right? I want to put that out there even for our viewers who are not in business. When you want to stretch when you want to grow your business, you got to stretch yourself. Put that in your notes. To grow your business, you must stretch yourself. You have to stretch yourself. So even when Framed came out in 2023, Framed by DFR, my sunglasses studio, I had to show up everywhere. Anytime somebody was having a vendor opportunity, Framed was right there too, going to get my business out there. And now, because of that, it's all the way over in the U.S. Virgin Islands. To God be the glory. About to relaunch Framed again this year, okay? But you've got to do the same thing in this business. I'm not waiting on Milwaukee to wake up. People watch me every day, all day. They know what I'm doing to a certain extent. They want to know. They just don't want to ask. I don't know why. But some people come around slowly but surely, because the reality is this. You got to be able to bring in additional income in your house. That's just it. And instead of you waiting, hey, Savannah, instead of you waiting for the people in your hometown to get it, you got to go where the people are hungry and go find them. Go help feed them, because in turn, they're going to come back and feed you and your family. Okay. So February, we hitting this ground running with 40 days, 40 nights starting today. We started this morning. But March, I already have several cities that I'm hitting up in March. Some of them are same day. I might even get hubby to get on this flight with me. We got some voucher, some flight credits. Let's go, babe. We got work to do. I want them to really see how I can go into a city one day, come right back, but go and help 2 people in that city. Bam. Now that's 2 more businesses that have opened up in a city that I'm not even in. You think we're gonna wait on Milwaukee? You keep inviting people to something they're not hungry enough. It's gonna take another pandemic for people to really say, okay, I'm ready, instead of getting ready now so you don't have to worry about scurrying later. So
Be
March
ready.
1st,
Be ready.
be ready.
So
Stay
you don't
ready.
have to get ready.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Be looking crazy when we're trying to get ready. Oh, what can you tell me about that home-based business? I remember the first message I got when they told us to stay home. Oh, because now y'all sitting there twiddling your thumbs when you could be on IntelliTravel University learning how to book some trips. Because when we came out of it, travel was banging again. It was booming because people were ready. And I don't want y'all not to be ready. That's why, like MP said, 40 days and 40 nights has a biblical significance, right? Those of us who know that, we know that. So it ain't nothing to us when they say, oh, we gonna do 40 days of what? Some people in the business see the message. They see it, Pastor Simeon, and still don't say, I'm in, because they're not hungry enough. And we don't have to beg anybody, y'all. Just keep building. Keep doing what you do. You don't have to beg. You do what you do, and God will send the people who are ready. What were you about to say, Tracy?
I just want to say I had a conversation with someone texting the other day who had these preconceived notions because we're a home-based business, and I have been reaching out to them to share some other type of information that I had promised to give them, but I wanted them to call me, and they wouldn't call me because they thought that I was going to talk to them about my business. And they said they just didn't want to be caught up into any scammy kind of thing. And I said, well, you must not know me very well because I don't do scams. I said, I'm 100% in the travel business. I said, I just booked a trip. That's not a scam. I don't do scam. I'm too cute to be in orange behind some metal bars. I'm just too cute for that. And so they missed out though because they were afraid. And I just want to caution people, stop being so afraid to hear information and ask questions. Because you miss out on your blessing. You really do. And then stop being an unpaid travel agent.
Yeah.
Some people booking trips for friends and family because they know how to do it, but then somebody else getting that commission.
Isn't it funny? I have a friend, and I don't need to say who they are because when they see this, they know. They know. Oh, Savannah, I'm glad you put that in there. I'm about to come back to you because I want to answer that. Don't go anywhere. Hey, Patty Sistrunk. I have a friend who, when I have Zooms about my cruises, they can answer the question before me. I say, go ahead, UTA. I said, well, why you keep calling me UTA? Unpaid travel agent. That's what you are. You know all the answers, but refuse in doing all the work, but refuse to get all the commission. That's a conundrum. That's a whole conundrum to me.
And need money.
And need it.
And need the money.
And need it.
And taking and worry about what kind of income they're gonna have over the summer because they're in education as well. And you know, I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to help you. Somebody else trying to help you, you know, but stop being afraid, people. Stop being afraid.
Well, let's answer. I want to give some feedback to my girl here, Savannah Too Much Burks. She said, I don't think it's always about being hungry enough. It's a lack of knowledge, a lack of not understanding, and a lack of asking for help sometimes. Yes, yes, and yes, Savannah, it is. But I also want to challenge this thought or that thought. If I'm trying to think of a really good one. You know, when you go into, I don't know. Let me give you an example. I'm kind of just fabricate it a little bit. Let's say you're running into Walmart and you're about to have a whole accident on yourself. Don't judge me, y'all. I said I got to think of something that's kind of extreme, right? You're in Walmart in a new city, and it's not set up. All Walmarts are pretty much the same, but it's not set up like the one at home. How you gonna find what you're looking for? What are you gonna do? Come on, Miss Brenda, what you gonna do? You dancing, what you gonna do?
You're going to open your mouth. You're going to get your questions answered. You're going to appreciate the answer. You're going to relieve yourself and come back and say, thank you. You saved my life.
Come on.
That's what we do. We are out to help, never harm. Save a life.
Listen, save a life. She said, save a life. And Savannah answered it too by asking individuals. We just ask. And that's what we mean when we say not hungry enough. Like when I don't really starve myself ever. When I think I'm hungry, I'm going right to that fridge. I need something. Sometimes I ain't even hungry. I just think I am. But when you're hungry enough, you're going to ask for something. I need to know how to do this. If you knew that booking a cruise, which is what you love doing, earns you income, you're going to ask somebody, show me how to do this. But Savannah, you are right though. In addition to not being hungry, a hungry person is going to go get the knowledge they need. They're going to get the understanding they need, and they're going to ask for the help they need. So it is a matter, in my opinion, is them not being hungry enough to ask. You're not hungry enough. If you put your child on punishment, and told them they had to clean their room up before they could have before they could come out and eat with everybody else. You can give them their food, but they pout and they don't want to do it. The first thing a parent says, oh, you're not hungry enough. You're not hungry enough. But when they get hungry, they're gonna change it. Hey, Mom, somebody outside, and that ain't even got nothing to do with you, but they're gonna come think of something to talk about, right? Because now they're hungry. And that's what happens, y'all, in the business. That's why so many times there are people who are in business. We don't want people to just be in business. We really do want you to get a profit. That's the whole purpose of being in business. Like if I want to volunteer, I can go to the Salvation Army. But if I have a business, I want to be able to profit from that business. This was a point that we got in Atlanta this past weekend. And you've heard it before. You're your only competition. So as we're going through this 40 days and 40 nights, I don't care how much Miss Brenda does. I don't care how much Wendy does. Now, I do care about what my people do because we all together. But the point is, I care more about what I do than what Tracy does. Like I'm my competition. I want to help Tracy. I want to help Miss Brenda. I want to help Wendy. I want to help Daniela. But I ain't going to help them. And then I'm just sitting back laying on the couch saying, oh, they got it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to rely on anybody else because sometimes they'll leave you starving. If you're waiting on somebody else to do it, you'll be starving. Hi, Renda Melton. You'll be starving. Am I right about it? I know I'm right about it.
Yes, ma'am.
And then another
Coach, can I say something?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Been talking to my latest business partner and understanding she's got it, that we're in the jungle, as Director J.P. Watkins says. We don't hunt. We don't feed ourselves. We are at our own demise. With the way the economy is today and the lessons being learned by those with a job, you got to have a plan B. Mm-hmm. Warren Buffett says it over and over and over. You must have a second source of income. Invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. If you don't believe in you, who does?
I don't know. I don't like to not know. I like to know what's going on, right? Things we take for granted. Hey, Kiana Hersey, things we take for granted, those in third world countries would kill for. Those in third world countries would kill for the things that we take for granted. That's why when we're going into this 40 days, oh, I see you, Wendy. When we going into this 40 days and 40 nights, the question really is on day one, how committed are you? Because you were committed before we hit day one, but day one is going to be able to tell the story. You heard MP, 3-star director, you know, she said there were 100 people on their 6 a.m. Zoom. Somebody here 6 a.m. and they like, crazy. They crazy. Yeah. Usually the crazy ones are the ones that end up moving faster and getting ahead because they had crazy faith. See, we'll be in church talking about, yes, Lord, I got crazy faith. No, you don't. No, you do not. No, you don't. People like to say it because it's the right thing to say. I've been in church all my life. I know the right things to say, but I don't say anything I don't mean. I ain't going to do it just because everybody else is doing it. I'm going to do it when I feel it. And that's what 40 days and 40 nights is for me. I got to get stuff done for me. I got to get it done for my family. Why is Wendy on here? While she's there with her mother, because she knows Planette is a vehicle to help to fund the things that we got to get done. But you got to have it in your mind. The only reason you can't finish something is because your mindset hasn't shifted enough to say, I'm going to finish what I start. Come on, Wendy.
And that's what I wanted to kind of piggyback off of what Tracy was saying, because when I first got into the business, and I can kind of backtrack on a couple of things that were said earlier during the pandemic. I'm not sure how many partners are on here that were in the business during the pandemic, but one thing Mr. Bradley said at the beginning of the pandemic, in a state of the planet, he said it will be business as usual. So while, some of us weren't sure if we were going to have a job, where we were going to be working or anything like that, he said, trust that this business that you're building is going to continue to pay you no matter what. It's going to be business as usual. And then when Tracy was talking about, believing in yourself, when I started, I'll say it. I really didn't believe in myself, but my partners, Dr. Shantina Gladney, Director Carmen Ray, believed in me, and they saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and they have been able to pour into me, what I didn't even know I had. Because I just knew that there were a lot of things that I said I wasn't going to do, and they were telling me to do those things. So, being obedient and listening, got me to where I am today. And that's one of and just like you were saying, the relationships with sideline partners is unmeasurable. The personal development with this business is just unmeasurable. So if those are some things that you might be struggling with, this might be the answer, for those things also.
That's it.
So I'm going to get back to work.
Okay. Thank you, Wendy. Now, Savannah asked, Savannah said, I would love to know what 40 days and 40 nights is. That's why we're here today. And then I see, is it Sonia or Sonia Douglas? Sonia, let me know if you're in the business already. So guys, 40 days and 40 nights, it's one concept, but it could mean different things for different people, depending on if you're in the business or not. So basically what we're saying, injections. Okay. Basically what we're saying is, for the next 40 days and 40 nights, what are you willing, how much focus are you willing to have to reach whatever goals that you set? Okay. Thank you, Sonia. Whatever goals that you set. Let's just say you are not a business partner, but you say, I gotta reach this goal. I gotta do something. And so for 40 days and 40 nights, we want to help you get there. Let's say you need a certain outcome by April 15th. Well, you have from today until March 30th, that's 40 days. And if you really set out to make this happen, let's say I had to lose a certain amount of weight by April, because my dad needed something like a kidney or something, you know, whatever. And I could give it to him, but I had to lose a certain amount of weight. It's like the guy from Subway. I forgot his name, but the reason he went on that weight loss journey was because he had to lose a certain amount of weight for his daughter. Like his daughter needed something and he was a match, but he had to lose a certain amount of weight. The question is always asked, do you think he lost it? The answer is yes. Why? Because his why was big enough. His WHY was his reason for doing it was big enough. So if you knew you had to give somebody something and it was contingent upon you losing a certain amount of weight, could you be focused enough for 40 days and 40 nights to get it done? That means going to sign up for a membership at the gym if you can't do it at home. That means getting there every day, working out, breaking a sweat every day. That means drinking 8 bottles of water every day. Like my father's doctor just sent me a text message giving me advice or suggestion on what daddy needs to do for his blood counts. You know what I mean? Like it's certain sacrifices now. Like when I'm done, that's the first message I'm going to listen to. 5 minutes, I'm done. So I can go and listen, see what needs to be done, call daddy, call whatever I got to do, right? So that's what it is. 40 days of sacrifice. And if you are in the business, are you still in the business, Savannah? If you're in the business, that's what it's about. It's about how bad you keep saying, I'm going to use names. Now, Tracy, you said you want to be, you said you want to be gold builder.
Yep.
So you're going to be gold builder then.
Yes, I am.
You see how she said, yes, she didn't say, yeah, I want to be. She said, yes, I am, with confidence. Miss Brenda, you want to be a gold builder, right?
I want Fireball at convention.
Come on. So that's beyond gold. So that means she can't just trot, I might do this today. That means every day she got to be on something, right? Wendy, directorship. Sheila, gold. Michelle, director. Aisha, director. Tina, director. Everybody has a goal. I've been a 1-star director long enough. It's time to move. And sometimes they always tell you that the people who got you to your first rank won't get you to your next. You got to go out and find some more people. And this is outside of the business. You got to go out and do something else. People say, I don't need no gym membership. That's a waste of money. I can work out in my house. But do you? You know why I went to that step class last night? Because when I get tired at the gym, I stop. You know what I be doing at the gym? Lincoln messed with me so much. My husband says, what you went to the gym for? You got a Zoom meeting? When he first said that, I said, what? You just go to the gym and be on Zoom. You be on that phone on the Zoom. And he ain't lying. He is not lying. But really, it's not only Zooms. It's I'm texting. I'm inviting people to the meeting because I always got the business on my mind. And I said, okay, when I'm tired, I ain't going to break a big sweat. I said yesterday, I want my pin curls getting all sweaty. Sonya, but I broke that sweat in that class with somebody else. That's what accountability partners do. They take you to the next level. That's why I can have a conversation like this with my team. But I go live on all platforms because somebody wants to know. Somebody is tired. And let me close out with this. Somebody is tired. They're going to work. They're not getting what they need in return. They need more money. They need, even Savannah said, if I had the proper support system, I could and would, but I know it will be hard. That's right. That's right. But those of you who have children, I don't care how hard it would be, you would get it done. Because your child means more to you than you mean to you. And that's what I've been told. You know, I haven't had my own children, but
it's true.
I know you'll give up any and everything. I told my daddy, if me and my brother are matched, he could have one of our kidneys, period. Wasn't even no question about it. My dad said no. He said, nope. He said, your brother got multiple children. He has several children. They might need one. And then he turned around and said, and for you, your brother might need one. Your husband, you just never know. So the fact that he's still thinking about his children, he doesn't want to take from us when we're trying to give to him, right? Parents will do whatever they need to do for their children. And I was thinking about that, you all, as I was getting dressed this morning. And it's one of the mantras that we use in our business. They say, two things. They say, don't make your why become your why not. Don't let your why become your why not. Oftentimes when you start a business and you have things on your goal list, it has something to do with your children. You know, in cases where we're taking care of our parents, that's our why. My why made me cry on our power hour yesterday morning when I was telling the team about my dad, right? And I said, your why, I mean, it says your why cannot become your why not, meaning the same thing that you go hard for will be the same thing you use to not show up somewhere. No, my children got this, my children got that. That's true. That's true. But sometimes you got to know when to say, I'm going to send the big brother to the game with you because I got to go to my meeting once a week. If you can, there are certain sacrifices that we make. And then the other thing that the business always reminds us, don't let your why become your why, and don't do it to your family, do it for your family. So every time we shy away from going out helping somebody else, remaining focused enough in our business to help somebody else, we're doing something to our family, not for our family. We could be allowing or having them miss out on something that could be so big because we won't sit still long enough to really learn our business and allow it to make money for us. Y'all, I don't care what anybody says. This business has been one of the biggest blessings I've ever walked into. And the fact that they have shown up consistently for the 7 years I've been in the business, nobody can tell me anything about it. A real businessman and a real businesswoman understands the opportunities when they come up, and that's me. When I heard that this was residual income in an industry that everybody uses, everybody's traveling. And all I have to do is continue to do what I'm doing, and the money that it's been able to pay me, I'm not looking for everybody. I don't want to partner with everybody. I just want to partner with business-minded men and women. I know I speak for all of my partners on here as well. But in these next 40 days and 40 nights, if you get a text, a message, a call, an inbox, or an invitation of any sort from any one of us, don't miss out on the opportunity. See, we would have been founding directors if somebody would have shared this with me at the beginning. I don't know if my mind would have been ready for it, but I would have had the exposure in the beginning. Y'all don't miss out on an opportunity. Mr. Moore says it all the time, and he's one of the millionaires in our business. He said, so many people don't recognize a moment until it becomes a memory. You say, dog, Denise asked me. Denise sent me a message. Tracy was calling me about that. God, Miss Brenda was just telling me about that. Don't wait until it's too late saying I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Do it now. All right. That's been our hour today. Tracy, thank you. Brenda, thank you. Wendy, thank you. Pastor Simeon, thank you. Daniela, thank you. Wani, thank you.
Do it for your family, not for yourself.
Yes, yes, yes. All
Thank
right.
you, Coach. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, thank you all. And listen, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I plan to be on here, top of the hour. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're going to do a lunch and learn. We might share a bit of the opportunity, but we definitely want to make sure that you all are plugged in, because this 40 days and 40 nights is going to be like none other. I'm taking my team to the next level, and we want you a part of it too. All right. Thank you, Sharonica, for joining us. Mary Ellen Polonis for joining us. Thank y'all so much. It's been a pleasure. Pastor Simeon, thank you. Glad to have you on board. Now, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.